Today let's talk about beta blockers after myocardial infarction in patients without heart failure. The evidence supporting beta blocker therapy after myocardial infarction was established before the introduction of modern coronary reperfusion therapy and secondary prevention strategies. Coming to methods, in an open-label randomized trial with blinded endpoint evaluation conducted in Denmark and Norway, we assigned patients who had a myocardial infarction and who had a left ventricular ejection fraction of at least 40% in a 1:1 ratio to receive long-term beta blocker therapy within 14 days after the event or no beta blocker therapy. The primary endpoint was a composite of death from any cause or major adverse cardiovascular events including new myocardial infarction, unplanned coronary revascularization, ischemic stroke, heart failure, or malignant ventricular arrhythmias. Coming to results, a total of 5,574 patients underwent randomization and were included in the main analysis. 2,783 in the beta blocker group and 2,791 in the no beta blocker group. After a median follow-up of 3.5 years, a primary endpoint event had occurred in 394 patients, 14.2% in the beta blocker group, and in 454 patients, 16.3% in the no beta blocker group. Death from any cause occurred in 4.2% of the patients in the beta blocker group and in 4.4% of those in the no beta blocker group. Myocardial infarction occurred in 5% and 6.7%, respectively. Unplanned coronary revascularization in 3.9% and 3.9%. Ischemic stroke in 1.6% and 1.3%. Heart failure in 1.5% and 1.9%, and malignant ventricular arrhythmias in 0.5% and 0.6%. No apparent differences in safety outcomes were observed between the groups. In conclusion, among patients with a myocardial infarction and a left ventricular ejection fraction of at least 40%, beta blocker therapy led to a lower risk of death or major adverse cardiovascular events than no beta blocker therapy.